Welcome to this live webcast. We're coming up on 3:05 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time here in New York City, coming to you live from across from Central Park, the Time Warner Center, and next door to my neighbors, the next building over is Goldie Hawn, Al Pacino, and once upon a time, Val Kilmer. Now, that's not important right now. So I want to share with you how to work smart online using affiliate marketing. Now, for those of you that don't know what affiliate marketing is basically the same way that the richest man in the world makes his money. 42% of Jeff Bezos' income comes from referrals, comes from affiliate marketing. Now, for those of you, and I'm going to be very blunt, I'm going to speak very bluntly today. Okay, and if I offend you, I apologize, but I'm not here to offend you. I'm here to just give you straight talk. Now, what I do, I've been doing for the past 25 years, I've been earning online. Now, back in those days, I made money by offering my online training. And then I made money with AdSense, but it didn't make as much money as I thought. But as soon as broadband came about, and as soon as Amazon unleashed its affiliate marketing program, as well as Saks Fifth Avenue, Neiman Marcus, Best Buy, Nordstrom's, et cetera, et cetera. Now, for those of you that don't know what I mean by affiliate marketing, there's two types of ways to earn online with retail. You could do drop shipping, where you own your own products or ship your own products. I'm not a fan of that because that can be kind of risky. I've been online for 25 years and I couldn't tell you what's going to sell, what's not going to sell. So why guess? I don't want to own any inventory. I basically want to ride the coattails of successful retailers like Amazon, Best Buy, Walmart, Saks Fifth Avenue, Dick's Sporting Goods, Lululemon, Williams-Sonoma. So I have thousands of students that I have curated throughout the years since 1995. Now, it didn't happen overnight. I had probably started with about 20 students and then built up to 100, and it just grew and grew. Now, since YouTube came about, of course, it multiplied exponentially. And since 95, I've curated over 57,000 paid online students. Now, I want to be very frank with you that not everybody that does this is going to make money. Now, it's not because the system doesn't work. And what I'd like to share with you is that only 4% of the people, which is basically 4 out of 100, only 4 people out of every 100 people that try to make money online will be successful at it. Now, that doesn't sound very encouraging, does it? Now, by successful, I mean the other side of $45,000, $55,000, $60,000 a year or more. And here's a couple of reasons why people fail, why they don't make any money online. A, they didn't have the right training program, meaning that they didn't have somebody mentor them that's been in the trenches and has made mistakes and has spent stupid money. B, they didn't have the right platform or the right information to offer or sell. And 3, and this is probably the number one reason why people fail, they didn't have the right mindset, meaning they tried it for a couple weeks, they tried it for a day or two, and then they simply just gave up. Well, let's think about that. Would you open up an ice cream store on Main Street and then like 2-3 weeks later just give up? Of course you wouldn't, nor could you, because you're probably locked into a 5-year lease. So one of the things I want to share with you today is how to work smart. And if you indulge me for just a few minutes, I'm just waiting for more people to come online. I'm going to profile 5 of my recent student, Becky. She's been with me about 6 weeks now. She had no experience doing this. She had a little bit of computer experience, but she really had no idea how to get online, how to get products, and how to sell. Well, guess what? The advantage of my program is you don't have to sell anything. Geez, Robert, how can you make money if you're not selling? Well, by selling, I mean please buy my products. You're simply providing a service. So I'm going to share with you step by step how to engage with people using the power of the four most popular online companies, which are, in no particular order, the number 2 search engine, which of course is YouTube. I'm going to share with you how to ride the coattails of YouTube, how to basically earn with Amazon. Now, of course, there's a lot of affiliate programs out there. I'm going to basically focus today on Amazon, because just like Willie Sutton was asked, the bank robber back in the 20s and 30s, Willie Sutton was asked, why do you rob banks? And he said, well, that's where the money is. Well, why do you want to be an affiliate with Amazon? Well, because that's where the money is. So we're going to basically focus on YouTube, Amazon, Facebook, the number 1 social media outlet, and WordPress. By far the best online website platform there is. It's not Wix, it's not Weebly, it's not GoDaddy. It's basically my WordPress curated. I basically took a year and a half of my life and built a complete turnkey system. Okay, so in just a second, I'm just waiting for a little bit more people to get here. In just a second, I'm going to share with you how you can be successful at this. Now, before we go any further, full disclosure, I make absolutely 100%, I'll look you dead in the eye and tell you, I guarantee no income. How can I? You can go to a 4-year college and wait tables. In fact, I'm a witness of that, because back in 91 to 2002, when I had my software training company on West 57th Street across the street, I had scores of students that went to Brown, Dartmouth, Northwestern, Cambridge, master's degree, PhD degrees, and they were waiting tables because they didn't have a marketable skill. Well, anybody that thinks that you can't make money online, you're absolutely fooling yourself. All your online millionaires are online. Well, actually, that's redundant. Jeff Bezos, 27 years ago, was selling books out of his parents' garage. So I want to share with you, let me just go and profile and share with you Becky's website. Now, this is not Becky's website, this is Amazon. So these are 5 of my students' Becky's website. This is her healthy fitness store website. This is her beauty makeup website. And if I click right here, I can go right into it. Okay, here is her recipe website. Here is her home gardening website. And here is her coffee, tea, snacks, beverages website. Now, you might ask yourself, well, geez, Robert, I don't have time to build these websites. How could I possibly do this? Nor do I know how to build a website. Well, guess what? That's where my software and my system comes in, because I've done all the heavy lifting for you. You simply register for my program, and I will share with you for free how to do this. Now, before you actually register for any program, whether it's me or anybody else, know what you're getting yourself into. So that's why I want to educate you as to what's involved. Now, it's not like rocket science and cuckoo crazy stuff, but I want to make sure I want to have an educated student, meaning that I want you to know what this is about before you consider giving me 5 cents. It's not about money. It's about getting you involved in this so you can see the opportunity. Now, again, I'm going to repeat this again. Anybody that doesn't think you can learn and make money with this, tell that to Jeff Bezos. Tell that to one of my students who just turned 105 years old today. She's been with me since she was 99 years old. She knew nothing. She couldn't even type. She's a retired bookkeeper. She now lives in Jupiter, Florida, but she's a retired bookkeeper who worked for an air conditioner repair company. She couldn't even type. She saw it on one of my YouTube videos going on 6 years ago. And here's something I'm going to kind of shock you with, to share with you where my integrity levels lies. Her first month with me, she earned, you sitting down for this? She earned $35. Yes, $35. Well, geez, Robert, it doesn't sound very encouraging. Well, I got to tell you, if I work on something for a month and I only make $35, I might give up too. But you know why she's my hero? She didn't know any better. all she did was listen to me. And the first day, about 3 days after she launched her site, I think she made like $1.35. And she emailed me. She was flipping out. She was ecstatic. She couldn't believe that she just made $1.35. And then she made 38 cents and then 72 cents. And by the end of the month, I think she actually made a little under. I think she made $34 and change. But she never gave up. And it took her a number of months to work up to $2,000 a month. And that's about where she is now. Geez, Robert, that was 6 years ago. How come she's, well, again, she's not a spring chicken here. She puts in her 4 to 5 hours a week and she laughs at the bank making $2,000 a month. Sometimes she makes a little bit more, sometimes she makes a little bit less, but she could not be happier. Now, over the holiday season this past 2019, November and December, she made upwards of $4,700 in November and December. She was tickled pink over that. So enough of that. Let me go back into Becky's site and share with you how to earn online working smart by not selling. So if you look at Becky's website, this is her online beauty website. Where did she get all these videos from? She curated these videos in the back end of her WordPress by simply putting in keywords, and this will bring in new videos from YouTube and also products from Amazon every 8 hours, and you could program that. So let's go over to her gardening website, the same thing. So I want to point something out to you. How do you make money with a gardening website and a coffee website and a recipe website and a hair and makeup website and a healthy fitness website? How does she possibly make money? Well, here's what she does to work smart. Okay, now pay close attention to this. If you want to basically earn online with products, whether it's toothpaste or an expensive NordicTrack $5,000 machine, here's what you don't want to do. You do not want to post that on your social media. That's a recipe for disaster. Yeah, we all want to sell the iPhones and the expensive computers and yada, yada, yada. But listen to me for a second. How would you react to these two different types of ads? One ad says iPhone, or let's say NordicTrack today, 30% off. Some people might respond to that. But would you respond better to the 5 best rated treadmills? Wow, I think if I was in the market for a treadmill, that would excite me a lot more. Well, guess what? That's exactly what I'm talking about. You ride the coattails of YouTube. Now, pay close attention here. You're not putting those YouTube videos on your Facebook, on your Instagram, on your Twitter page. That's, again, a recipe for disaster. What you do is use my back-end system like Becky does and my thousands of other students. They put in keywords into the back end of their WordPress website. It brings in that content, whether it's content from Amazon or Walmart or YouTube. It puts it on their website. So again, let's go back to Becky's website. So this content was put on her website automatically. Okay? So if Becky wanted to work smart and get people interested in buying this treadmill, then she's going to basically offer an engaging either review or a workout or a fitness video. And let me share with you how simple this is to do. Now, my backend software will do this for you automatically, but I want to share with you how to do this manually. So if I click right here, this is going to pop up now. Obviously, I don't have access to Becky's Facebook page, so this is my Facebook page. Now, here's what I suggest you do not do. Do not post this on your profile page, okay? If you're gonna have a fitness website, then have a fitness Facebook page and a fitness Instagram page and a fitness Pinterest page and a fitness Twitter page. Geez, Robert, that sounds like a lot of work. Well, if you wanna treat this like a serious business, then put in the effort. So you would basically target your actual Facebook page that deals with fitness or deals with recipes or deals with makeup, et cetera, et cetera. Now, I always would put some kind of engaging question like, hey, have you tried this treadmill before? I'm not going to bore you with my typing because I type with 2 fingers. And I would basically ask an engaging question. Have you tried any of these treadmills before? Do you have a treadmill or workout device that you might suggest? Hashtag treadmill review or whatever you want to put in there. So that's the rule to working smart. So you're not selling, you're engaging. In fact, I want to share something with you extremely valuable. Facebook does not allow you to put affiliate links on your Facebook page. Neither does Twitter, neither does Instagram. Now, you can put links to your website, and from your website, go to those affiliate pages. That's allowed. But see, I would never put products on the page because that people don't want to be sold. They want to be engaged. Here's another example. Do you think it's easier to sell 10 iPhones a month or 10 K-Cup coffee bundles a month? Well, that's a simple answer. Of course, more people are going to buy the coffee bundle than you're going to get people buying iPhones. Well, how does that help you? How are you going to make money by basically offering people coffee? Well, here's what you're not thinking about. You want to drag people, I shouldn't say the word drag. You want to engage people to come to your website with low-hanging fruit, non-offensive, non-salesy fruit. So here's an example of this. If I go over to Becky's coffee website, okay, and let's say she wants to basically engage people to get people to come to her coffee website. Well, you think she's going to do that with a coffee ad? No. She would do that with a coffee recipe. Now, the cool thing about this, and for those of you that are novices and don't understand this, once I go ahead and post this video link to my Facebook page, and they go and click that video, it doesn't take them to YouTube, it takes them back to your website. And that's working smart. Are you getting the idea here? So you're using the low-hanging fruit. Think about what's going on in the world right now. What's the number one seller besides coffee? I found this out back in April. I was absolutely shocked. Do you know there's over 450 million cups of coffee drank every day in the United States? That was mind-boggling. I couldn't believe it. Okay, so think about the other low-hanging fruit. Toilet paper, hand sanitizer, disinfectant, all the consumable things that people need. Now, here's what I want to share with you. I'm going to bring up a calculator here for a second, and I want to share with you the opportunity of something that should make total sense to you. Now, again, I did say earlier that is it easier to have 10 people a month buy iPhones from you or 10 people a month buy coffee products or toothpaste or toilet paper or paper towels, et cetera, et cetera? Well, that answer is pretty simple. But let me share with you the opportunity to earn stupid money online with the power of numbers. Now, I don't know if many of you are old enough to remember this, but back in 1999, 21 years ago, Dan Rather from CBS News, which is just down the block from me, said the only people making money online is the porn industry. Well, I got a big chuckle out of that because most people think, how can you make money? In fact, if you think back even before that, back in 1990 with America Online, how did America Online become a billion-dollar company when they were only charging $9.99 a month? Well, the answer is numbers, because they had 1,000 customers, because they had 10,000 customers, so they had 1 million customers. So let me share with you with my calculator how you can make thousands of dollars simply with low-hanging fruit like coffee or toilet paper or anything that's redundant. Now, according to Amazon, these are Amazon's figures, not mine, but I'm going to be very conservative. According to Amazon, the average person spends $2,700 a month. I'm sorry, $2,700 a year at Amazon. And I'm sure Walmart and Williams-Sonoma, I'm sure they're in that same ballpark. So let's think about what I'm about to share with you. So if you have 5 niche websites, similar to what Becky has, okay? So Becky has her 5 niche sites, and like I said earlier, just after 6 weeks, she's already on target to make her 6 figures a year within the next 12 to 15 months. Actually, if I could be blunt, she's actually on target to make 6 figures within the next 9 months. But again, I don't want to talk about anybody else but you. I want to focus on you right now. So let's think about what I said just a second ago. Amazon says the average person earns the average person buys $2,700 worth of stuff a year. Okay, now all our friends and family are buying online. Our grandparents, our kids, our family members, our friends, our Facebook, everybody's buying online. So why not give yourself the opportunity to buy online from you? And here's what I want to get at. If you have 5 niche sites, and let's say on each one of your niche sites, and what I do, when I tell my students to do, no matter what the niche is, I always put a link for coffee, tea, snacks, recipes. Think about what I just said. No matter what your niche is, it could be hubcaps, it could be dresses, it could be trips to Europe. I would always, in fact, I have a lot of political websites too. I always put a link and opportunity to buy coffee, tea, snacks, and beverages. Why? Because everybody falls into that category. Everybody I know drinks coffee, tea, snacks, or beverages. Beverages could be coconut water, bottled water, anything you want it to be. So if that's the case, if you had 5 niche websites, the likelihood of you getting a customer a day. Now, this doesn't happen overnight. Maybe it takes you 6 weeks to work up to this, 2 months to work up to this. But if you stick with it and you follow my blueprint recipe, how this can be done, it will happen for you. You have to treat this like a serious business. So let's think about that. If you had basically 5 sites and you had one person come to your site to buy something, it could have been toothpaste, it could have been a bag of top ramen noodles, it didn't matter. I don't want you to focus on the dollar amount. I want you to focus on the actual people that come to your site. Okay? So that's 5 people a day. Okay? No matter what they bought. 5 customers a day. 5 fresh new customers a day times 365 days in a year. So at the end of the year, and maybe this takes you 15 months, maybe it takes you a year and a half. That's 1,825 people that have come to your site to buy something. Now, Amazon says the average person spends $2,700 a year. I want to be more than conservative. I'm going to knock that number down to $50 a month, which is $600 a year. I have people in their 70s, 80s, and sadly to say, one of my neighbors was 100 years old. Unfortunately, she passed away in April. She was from Ukraine. She was a bag of laughs. But even her, I would imagine even her or her caretaker spent more than $50 a month online. So let's take this number and times that times $600 in a year. Well, that number is over $1 million. Now, keep in mind, that's not $1 million in your pocket. That's $1 million that you were indirectly or directly responsible for sending people over to Amazon from your turnkey niche website. Now, Amazon's going to pay you anywhere between 4 and 10%. So conservatively, let's say, in fact, let's go with 4%. Let's go with the low end. I just want to be conservative here. Times 4%. That's $43,000 a year that you just earn by getting one person a day come to your website. Now, let's play devil's advocate for a second. Now, you might say, well, geez, Robert, how does they buy toothpaste from me? Now I'm going to sell them. No. The idea here is that you have your different niche sites. So just because they bought coffee doesn't mean they couldn't buy an iPhone or a expensive gadget or a $5,000 NordicTrack. It's all about customer service and curating that customer to trust you, to engage with you. Okay, so let's go back to the calculator again for a second. So that's $43,000 a year divided by divided by, what's going on here? Divided by, hang on one second. Calculator is not paying attention. Divided by 52. Again, it's $842 a week. Are you making $842 a week on your day job? Probably not. Now, again, this doesn't happen overnight. It could maybe take you 6 months, 8 months, a year. But if you stick at it and you treat this like a serious business, the opportunity will be there. Now, that's basically earning online with affiliate marketing. Now, also, let's be very candid here. As great as it is to basically offer Williams-Sonoma, Saks Fifth Avenue, Amazon, Best Buy, they don't pay as much as I pay by offering my turnkey system. Oh, geez, here we go. Robert's now going to sell us this thing's all about him selling his. No, my thing is about you working smart and making serious money. And this is how it can be done. So if you look at Becky's website and any of my other students' websites, so here's her coffee website. Notice there's a banner at, hey, how would you like to launch a coffee website like this? It's also down here at the bottom. So anytime you go to one of her websites, there is the opportunity on her websites to get a website like that. Now, let's think about the psychology behind that. Okay? Now, I don't know what your favorite website is. I don't know, maybe it's Williams-Sonoma, Dick's Sporting Goods, et cetera, et cetera. But what if you went to your favorite website and there was a banner ad or a sidebar ad that said, how would you like to earn with a website like this? I think you would be intrigued. Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about here, because you can have that opportunity to have your own website with products to earn from. Now, here's another thing you want to consider. Some people make the mistake of signing up for an Amazon affiliate program or a Walmart or Saks Fifth Avenue or what have you. And the next thing you know, they want to clog up their website with every single product. No, you don't want to do that. In fact, Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, they will tell you their best selling products for selfish reasons. They don't want you selling their crap. They want you to sell things that make money, because if you're making money, they're making money. See how this works? So yes, I have students that make over 6 figures a year just on Amazon products alone. But if you want to make more money faster, consider this opportunity, which I'm about to share with you. So let's go back again to Becky's website. Now, let me put this over here for a second. So on all of my students' websites, there's always a banner ad for, hey, how would you like to get a website like this? Now, my statistics have taught me that for every 20 people that come to your website, and they come to your website to watch a recipe or to see a fitness video, et cetera, et cetera. So for every 20 people that come to your site, 1 second, I have to take a sip of water. Actually, I lied. That was a sip of Diet Coke. So for every 20 people that come to your website, 2 people will click on that banner ad. And then the sky's the limit as far as what you can do with this. So if you have 5 niche websites and you can actually rent my turnkey websites, all 5 of them, for as little as $3.33 a day. Now, of course, that I charge you every 3 months for that. So if you sign up for my program, you don't have a payment again for 3 more months. But I don't want to talk about money or signing up for anything. I want to educate you with how this is done. So my 5-site packages go for $299 every 3 months. And here's the opportunity. So you have 5 niche sites. Now, what I'm about to share with you is actually a low ball figure. because my average student does much more than this, but I want to be very conservative. I don't want to fill your head with nonsense and snake oil and get rich quick bullshit. Okay? So if you basically have 5 niche sites and somebody comes to your site and they happen to sign up for one of my 5 package sites that goes for $299 every 3 months, $299 every 3 months, every 3 months, every 3 months, which is $11.96 for the year. I'm going to pay you 20%. So if you have 3 people a month out of 5 niche sites, you have 3 people a month that signed up for my program. Well, the last time I checked, 3 times 12 is 36. Okay, 36 times $299 times 4 is $43,000 a year. Now, I'm going to pay you 20%. So you're going to make a great total of $8,600 a year. Now, some of you might be a little jaded and say, well, geez, Robert, I don't want to have to do all this for $8,600 a year. Hey, are you making $8,600 a year online now? Probably not. Okay. So again, you didn't dig dishes for that. And if you divide that by 52 weeks, that's $165 a week. Are you making $165 a week now? Probably not. But it gets better than that. So here's what I want you to share. Here's what I want to share with you. And I want you to pay close attention to this. If you basically have 5 niche websites and somebody buys one of my 5 niche website packages for $299 every 3 months, again, you're going to make 20%. So let's say that Ralph came to your website. Ralph loves my sites, by the way. Let's say Ralph comes to the site and buys a 5-site bundle. You're going to make 20%. Now, Ralph has the same opportunity because I want to share something with you very, very valuable. I only allow students and customers of mine to benefit from referring my websites. I do that for a lot of reasons. My number one reason is I want to build credibility and ease of use for you to offer this opportunity. What do I mean by that? Well, let's say that I owned a BMW dealership and I'm going to hire you to be my BMW salesperson. Well, guess what? I don't want you driving around in a Chevy or a Ford or in a Isuzu or a Hyundai. In fact, I don't even want you driving around in a Mercedes or a Maybach or a Lamborghini or a Bentley. I want you to basically sell and drive my BMWs. So think about this for a second. If people you know, Facebook friends, relatives, grandparents, people from high school, if they see that you have 5 niche sites and you're making money with this, there's something called FOMO. They're going to want to get on board with this. So let's go back to our calculator again and share with you what I'm talking about. So if Ralph buys from your website, you're going to make 20%. And Ralph then turns around and sells or offers my 5-site packages to Jessica. Okay? Guess what? You're going to still make 20% from Jessica. Now, before you get a little jaded on me, no, this is not Mary Kay Cosmetics or Amway, where unless you signed up 20 years ago, you're not going to make any money. This is one simple level down, and that's as far as I go. Okay, so if Ralph buys my turnkey system, now again, this is in addition to you earning from Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy. This is the icing on the cake. So I'm going to share with you in just a second how you can get to $300,000 a year. And I have plenty of students that do this. Okay, so let's go back to the calculator again for a second. So again, Ralph buys from you. You make 20% of $299 every 3 months. Ralph sells to Jessica. You're also going to make 20%. So let's use those simple numbers that I explained a second ago. If you you only be responsible for 3 people a month. If you could simply get 3 people a month traffic to your website, they see the banner ad and they go, wow, this is great. I'd like to have a website like that too. We're talking 3 people a month, not 3 a day, not 3 a week, 3 people a month out of your 5 niche websites. So again, 3 times 12 is 36. Now, again, Ralph is going to have that same opportunity to basically sell to Jessica and the people that in his area. So that's now 36 times 36 people. 36 people selling 3 people a month. So that's 36 times 36. So at the end of the year, or 12 months, or maybe it takes you 18 months, or maybe it takes you 2 years to do this, you're now responsible for, directly or indirectly, 1,296 people. 1,296 people times 299 times 4 is $1.5 million income that I'm going to pay you 20%. So that's $310,000. Now, before we go any further, if you think what I'm saying is total nonsense, horse crap, or whatever other derogatory word you want to put on this, then stop the video right now. Go back to what you're doing. Because I have hundreds of students that make more than that. I have a student from Vietnam that makes more than $300,000 in a month. I don't even make that much money. I have students that make more money than me. I don't want to work that hard, by the way. I just turned 61 in May. I put in my 4 to 6 hours a week, and life is good. I don't need to be making $300,000 a month, nor do I want to, nor do I want to work that hard. But the O word is there. The opportunity is there. So yesterday I met this guy who, right outside my door here across from Central Park, and he's a delivery guy for Amazon. Here in New York City, they basically have little push carts and they deliver stuff. They wait around, they get a message on their iPhone and they deliver. So I was talking to him about working smart. And he's actually going to sign up for my program. But he taught me something. He's from Barbados. And he said, he's a big fan of Rihanna. Rihanna, the pop singer from Barbados. Well, Rihanna says something that I had no idea when I heard it. I'm going to start using this exactly the way she says it. She gets ridiculed for being famous and rich. And she says, hey, don't blame me because you're not famous and rich. Everybody has the same 24 hours in a day. What you choose to do with your opportunity is totally up to you. Because it's all out there. Think about what's going on in the world today. Oh, it's not fair. Oh, it's not. Hey, everybody has the same opportunity to be successful. And if you don't believe that, then again, think about Jeff Bezos. 27 years ago, he was selling books out of his parents' garage. Now, yes, his parents gave him $5,000 to help his business, et cetera, et cetera. But you know how many millionaires are out there to this day who started with nothing? Because they wanted to do something. They wanted to change their livelihood. And they took advantage of the O word, the opportunity. So I just demonstrated in simple numbers how it's possible for you to make 6 figures, $100,000 a year or more. I just demonstrated how you can make $300,000 a year. So if you go back to my website, and I'm going to pull up my calculator here for a second. So the number I shared with you was 3 people a month times 36. And then the people that you sold to, 3 people a month times 36. So let's be, again, conservative on top of being conservative. Let's take that number. Okay, let's take this number and divide it by 4. So you're only making $77,000 a year. Again, I don't want to fill your head with nonsense. I want to be very straight with you. My integrity level is high. Again, I make no guarantee you'll ever make a dime. But what can you make if you choose to do nothing? So for those of you that turned in late to this webcast, I'm going to be reposting it so you can watch it from the beginning. But how many of you are making $77,000? Forget $300,000 a year. How many people are making $77,000 a year, even on your full-time job, on your day job? Most of you probably are not. And I'm not talking about digging ditches. I'm not talking about working 40 hours a week. In fact, let me tell you something. Not one of my students that earn more than 6 figures a year, not one of them work more than 15 to 20 hours a week. Not one. I work 4 to 6 hours a week. My student who turned 105 years old today works 4 to 5 hours a week. She makes $2,000 a month. Are you making $2,000 a month online? Probably not. And it didn't happen for her. Again, if you go and watch my video from the beginning of today's live webcast, I was very honest and I said that my student, 105-year-old student, back when she was 99 years old, her first month she made $35. But you know why she's my hero? Because she never gave up. She was ecstatic that she made $1.38 one day and 78 cents the next day, et cetera, et cetera. But if you treat this like a serious business, the O word is out there, the opportunity. So pop quiz here. How many pizzas could you sell? Pizza is a very successful business if you have a pizza shop, a pizza restaurant. How much money can you make if you have a pizza store? Well, how much money would you make if you didn't have a pizza store? So what I'm trying to share with you is how many pizzas can you sell if you don't have access to pizza? How many online Amazon products can you sell if you don't have access to an Amazon affiliate program and you don't have the right tools and the right training and, more importantly, the right attitude? My name's Robert Farrell. I've been in the trenches for 25 years. Do I have all the answers? Oh, hell no. Have I made mistakes? Yes. So if you want a real world O word, the opportunity to make money online by working smart, not by selling anything, by engaging people, by riding the coattails of the #2 search engine, which is YouTube, benefiting from Facebook, getting free traffic. My training videos will share with you how to get free traffic, tons of free traffic, working smart, Amazon, WordPress, and my free training program. I want to thank you very much for being here today. I'm going to put a link at the bottom of the live webcast that you can go and get free training. I'm here to help you every step of the way. But I can 100% assure you two things in life, a couple of things in life. Nothing will happen if you choose to do nothing. What are you going to do with your 24 hours today? And there's nothing positive about being negative. So if you think this can't be done, you've already failed. If you think what I'm saying is full of crap, then you've already failed yourself. For selfish reasons, I'm going to help you every step of the way. Heck, if you go to my website, nichebuilders.club, I actually put my cell phone on my website because I want to be able to help you for selfish reasons. Because if you're making money, I'm making money. Thanks again for being here. Stay home, stay safe, stay positive. Nothing happens if you choose to do nothing. Carpe Diem 2020, and let's get busy learning to earn the right way. So reach out to me, sign up for my free training program. Hey, maybe this is not for you, but I don't want you to spend money if you're not sure. Watch some free training videos, and I will share with you how to build sites, how to earn online working smart. Thanks again for being here. Carpe Diem 2020. Stay home, stay safe, and stay positive.